There we are, I think. Evening all. As per usual, give us a thumbs up under the video if you can hear and see. Type something down below so I know that it's working okay. Looks like it's all good from my end at the moment. Just give it a second or two. Cope with a little delay we have across the internet. Let's see. Evening, Gary. Marvellous. You must be working. Excellent. Give it some thumbs under the thingy. Right. Busy day today. Time's just disappeared. I've been busy programming and yeah, I don't sort of tend to look at the clock when I get into programming mode and the day just disappears all of a sudden. Evening, Peter. But never mind. As you've probably seen if you've been on the website, there's a great big purple strap across the top of it. Just to let you know, I'm working on lots of things. Tinkering pages and stuff, getting ready for next week essentially. So you won't see an awful lot of changes until after the weekend, till these last current sales have gone through, which will end this week, this lot here. And then things will start to change a bit. The menus will change up the top here. So instead of all these buttons, there'll be two drop downs basically. A drop down for all the categories that will be sold then by auction, i.e. fairground stuff, slot machines, advertising stuff, and so on. And then another drop down of all the stuff that will be in the buy it now categories, like slot machine spares, coins and tokens, periodicals, magazines. I'll start putting some of those on soon. And as we go, then it's easier just to add on different categories without ending up with 1,001 buttons taking up half the page. So that's evening, Paul. So that's in the progress of being done at the moment. The new sales page now, this tracks now any buy it now sales across all categories that have been added within the past 7 days. So again, as we add on more categories, rather than having to click through all of them to see if anything's new listed, the new sales page will just show with the latest things added at the top. So potentially 7 o'clock each night, more things will appear on the top of the new sales page. And then they just click through to the relevant department. Obviously, wherever they go to, coins go to the coin page, and so on. So that bit is up and running now. A lot of changes will happen sort of after the weekend. So that's what I've been busy doing on that one. I've got, what day is it? It's Tuesday today. Is it tomorrow? I've got another training thing with the Easy Live people. And then hopefully from then I should be able to actually start setting up auctions on the system. And I think there's another one Friday as well, which kind of messes my week up a bit, getting it out and about. I finally got some diesel, which is good. It does seem to be trickling through here now in Cambridge. I think all the yummy mummies have filled their Range Rovers up, so the rest of us can have some. So Leamington I might do at the weekend by the looks of things, because I'm busy tomorrow with the Easy Live and Friday. So Thursday I want to actually try and get an auction or two up online and start listing stuff for this first auction. So that will no doubt take a bit longer than expected to get used to using someone else's system and all that. So that kind of takes out Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So logically I'll do Leamington either Saturday or Sunday. So if you want to meet me there for anything, if you've got anything to pick up or drop off for auctions, as they'll now be, then get in touch and let me know. At the moment I'm not sure which. I can probably do either, so it might be a case of if somebody wants to come one or other day, then I'll make it that day. Obviously if there's more than one people come, then we'll have to toss a coin, as it were. So that's where we're at with that. I think Alan's due in a day or two. If you've got anything to send out or in via Alan, then give him a shout. Yeah, so that's where we're at with all of that lot. Sunday we had a jolly time, very jolly time over at Paul's. Yes, sunshine. the barbecue sizzled. The cake was very tasty. I came home with a tin full of cakes. That was good. I'm still going through it, which is quite surprising for me that it's lasted that long. But yes, lots of cake. And a jolly time was had by all. I took a little bit of video, not much, but just to give you a rough idea of what you missed if you weren't there. Just to basically sort of walk around the arcade with some people in it, really. So I'll try and get that processed either overnight or tomorrow sometime and up online, just as a little 2-minute again or something like I did at Northampton. Just a nice little record of these events, really. And then we'll crack on with the next one, hopefully. Peter Cousin says, can I say thanks to Paul for making us so welcome on Sunday, keeping us fed, watered and entertained in his amazing arcade. Great day and nice to meet new people too. Absolutely. Evening, Peter W. Paul says, thank you, Peter, and everyone else who can. Came, I imagine he means. I think he's hit the wrong button on his keyboard. Yeah, came, there we are. Yeah, it was a good fun day. There's a couple of people couldn't make it because of other commitments over Easter. But yeah, it was nice. See a few people we haven't seen for a good few years. And it's always good to catch up with people. So hopefully the next one will be up at Robert's Arcade, up at where it is, near Bingley, up Yorkshire Way or Leeds Way. I've got to try and get onto that case in the next few days and try and get that one sort of sorted out. Been that many things going on. You get to a point where you need to not put anything else on the list and just work your way through a few things. But yes, more the merrier, really. These little social events are quite good fun, aren't they? I enjoy them a lot. So it's a nice day out. Evening, David. And yeah, as I say, catch up with some people. It's especially different from me because in the good old days of the auctions, I just never had time to talk to anybody. I was that busy that people would come from miles and miles around, and I literally, if I was lucky, get to see them or wave at them from behind the counter, and that was about it. So to actually be able to spend the time having a good old chin wag, it's really nice. So yes, roll on the next one. As regards DVD, I need to do about another day's filming sometime, as soon as I can, basically, with trying to sort everything else out at the minute and get the auctions up and running. But hopefully in a sort of a week or so, we'll get that done, and then it's just off to finishing the editing then and get it actually, get the DVDs actually made, get it sent off to the DVD plant and get them pressed. So yeah, we're on the case with that. Peter W says, as Tina Turner said, simply the best. Sunday was it. A very big thank you to Tracy and Paul for a fantastic day. Their welcome was over and above. Here's to the next one. Paul did actually say, and he might be slightly mad, so I don't know whether I should repeat what he said, but he did say he might do it again next year. So there we are. We must have all been on our best behaviour, mustn't we? So yeah, see many more he can squeeze in by next year. What I meant to do and didn't, so I'll have to get Peter to send me one, was take a picture of the pusher that he made, which was very fantastic, and I think he took orders for a few more. I thought, oh, I'll take a picture of that at the moment and stick it on the website, show everybody, and I forgot, so I'm sure Peter will send us one. David says, hope you all had a good day out, you lucky people. Yes, it was good, very good. So you'll have to come, we'll do one down a bit nearer you later in the year, and hopefully you can make that one. A couple of people said, will we do Northampton again, because that was quite a central-ish location. So yes, happy to do that at Northampton. The pub seemed happy. I didn't have any complaints from them, put it like that. So, and there's a pretty handy spot just off the motorway there. So happy to try and sort that one out again. Well, obviously what I've got to do in the next week or two is try and sort of firm in some auction dates once I've got this first one out of the way. Why is my phone beeping like crazy? Is it somebody can't get online? That's what it usually is. I don't know. It's Peter sent me something. Ah, it's got mine pictures. Excellent. Oh, and they're even on site already. Marvellous. I can't quickly get these up online off my phone, but I'll do them for Friday night. Yeah. It's a pretty good machine. So I'm going to have to make a page on the site for Paul as manufacturer. And, you know, 50 years down the line, people are going to wonder who made all these pushers. Who was faking them. Yes, so as I was saying, I'll try and sort out dates. I've sort of got to book the auction dates in for the rest of the year to make sure they don't clash with too many things. Everything always clashes with something, but a few sort of family things I need to avoid and one thing and another. And then I can work around them. The other sort of social things. And try and fill the calendar up for the rest of the year, basically. So we should work on that one. Peter Cousin says, it was well worth the effort to meet Paul, even though it was 1 AM when we got back. Gosh, I better save up for the petrol if we're on again next year. Yes, start saving now. Buy a gallon every month when you can afford it. Save up. And, yeah, store it up for next year. Yes, people travel from far and wide, really. So, that, you know, is the only quite, you know, problem, if we call it a problem, when people are on the coast, like Peter up in Norfolk, and Paul down in Essex, is obviously it's, for a lot of people, it's a long way for across the other side of the country. But there we are. Paul says, started making the cabinets for the next 6 machines today. Excellent. I think you'll end up making more than Brenco made. So yeah, we look forward to seeing them. They make a good picture, wouldn't it? If you can get all six done before any have to go out, and have a picture of 6 in a row. That'll make for a great picture. So marvellous. If I was operating, I'd have one myself, but I've got nowhere to put it at the moment. And yeah, I've got too much stuff as it is. The problem is, you see something nice, and you're always tempted to start operating again. Don't need to hassle, but too much on as it is. Greg says, Shalom all. Just checking in. Anyone heard of someone called Paul Mitchell? Saw him on Easter Sunday. It took me a long time to get there. Well, if you will live so far away, Greg, then there we are. And then skived off early before the sizzling sausages came out. I don't know. Peter Cousin says 526 miles on Sunday. Went to the pier while we were there too. Well, that's good then. Make a day of it. Yeah, I think Chris, I don't know how many miles Chris would have done. He came on his motorbike down from Bridlington. So that was a bit of a trek as well. So, but there we are, you see. If there's something worth going to see it, we all make the effort to go and see it, don't we? Paul says, I make sure all done and photos done of all 6. That would be good, I think. Peter W says he's ordered the new secret pusher that's coming soon based on the quality of the copper mine. The new top secret pusher. So that'll be interesting. Yeah, talks of all sorts of things going on, including of the possibly maybe at some point hankerings of Moonraker, and maybe a slight lead into making a Moonraker possible at some time in the future, should we say. If I can find it. It's under Rollite, isn't it? Rollite. Have I got a picture on here? No, where do I do the pictures? I had some. Oh, that's been the archive of things. I haven't uploaded them, have I yet? Must do that. Time, like everything else. Rollite pictures. I'll have a look back. They're in one of the Sunday night old picture thingies, weren't they? Rollite pictures. Find those. Yes. So that's that. Go back to here. But it was interesting, again, just talking to people, like I keep saying, of what people know and don't realise that they know, in a way, daft as that sounds. Several people I was talking to, you know, see a machine and they know something about it. They either know who made it, or personally know the person who made them, operated them, got a connection with the family, or know somebody who has, or whatever. And all this knowledge needs accumulating. So something else to work on. More potential filming, perhaps. Possibly some contacts with some of the manufacturers up Bridlington way that were. We'll see what we can do. There's lots of people in sort of yeah, past retirement age, shall we say, who've got lots of interesting information and stories to tell, and they really need recording while we've got the chance to do it. So another project to work on, along with everything else. But yeah, the same with auction dates. I'm thinking with the slot machine / fairground / advertising sales, which we used to do pretty much monthly in the good old days. I think initially I might book them in bi-monthly, so we'd be doing, that would be sort of end of May, end of July, end of September, end of November, so for this year. And just see how that goes. I mean, if there's so much stuff coming, then we'll put some more in. But I was just sort of thinking logically a bit earlier on that, bearing in mind of those sales, which are usually sort of 300-ish lots, they used to be at the Elephant House, there'd be 60, 70 lots of that was spares, parts and bags of coins and things anyway, sort of, you know, stuff to go with the machines. And a few odd lots of sort of junky stuff, which I'm discouraging from coming in the future. So that probably pulls the equivalent down to, as we used to be, to about 150 lots, as it were, a month. So therefore, bi-monthly, hopefully we get about 300 lots again, assuming we have the same kind of level of sales as before. So that's sort of what I'm planning at the minute, and it also gives me time in between those proper auctions, as we'll call them, to do. There's a few other auctions I need to do just to clear stuff here, as I'm sure you all know. So at some point there'll be one of, you know, there's half a shed full here of stuff from when Mum stopped doing the floristry thing, of floristry stuff and silk flowers and sort of wedding eventy type stuff, like boxes and boxes of vases and things. It's all got to go. It's never seen use to anybody, but somebody might know somebody for all the contacts. They can have a good buy. I found a whole crate of jewellery. Not the costume jewellery, but some gold and silver as well, so that's all got to go. And then there'll be the auction of horrors, of course. Sometime there'll probably just be a general clearing up auction of just sort of general household stuff, really, because what else do you do with it? Things like televisions and fridge freezers and just general furniture and tools out the shed and all that sort of stuff, house clearancey stuff. But you know, either I've got to pay for a skip and throw it all away, which costs money, or try and sell it to all you lot and your contacts for £1 a lot or something and break even, which sounds like a better idea, and everyone gets a bargain. Anyway, that's the plan with that. Where are we at on chat here? Pete Cousins says, found one machine in Paul's arcade once owned by my old operator. Yeah, that was very interesting, wasn't it? So you have to ping me an email with info about that, and we'll get a picture up at some point. I'm sure next time we're down there I'll take a picture or a little bit of video of it running. Did we decide it was a bell fruit conversion? Was it bell fruit originally? Anyway, whatever it was. So yeah, all these little bits of info, send me, and I'll add on to the site. And it gradually, you know, just keeps on building on the history of all this stuff. Yeah. All good stuff. My tea's going cold, that's not good, is it? Oh, an ace, that's right, an ace, not a bell fruit. Yeah, another one, again, you know, people who worked in the industry, of which there's a few people, a few collectors that worked as engineers or operators over the years. And again, it's amazing how much they kind of know without sort of realising that they know it. I know that sounds stupid, but I know what I mean. So when you get talking to people about a certain thing, oh yeah, well that was made in such and such, and they made 300 of those, and it was a conversion of this, and blah blah blah, and then they had to stop because of X, Y, Z. And all of a sudden you've got a whole history of a machine or a company or an arcade or whatever it is. All this really interesting stuff that sort of, you know, lodged in the back of people's memories. Just takes that one thing to kind of trigger it all off, really. I think Paul Rings is an ace conversion. We'll drop you an email sometime. Smashing, do that. And then yeah, I'll try and remember to take a picture next time I'm down there. And yeah, we'll stick that one up. All good stuff. All good stuff. Have we got any new wants lately? On this page, let's have a look. No new ones at the moment. Match fruit. I think there's 2 or 3 people want a match of fruit, so that might be another one on Paul's list. I think there's 2 surviving, as far as I know. I'm sure that will be on the shopping list, along with the swinging swinger and the tinky, of course. We all need a tinky. Twin Dragons. Anybody seen your Twin Dragons? Chris was showing me pictures of all his Pantascope machines. Again, a fantastic collection. So I'll have to try and get to at some point and see if we can get some nice photographs and some video of them running. They're fascinating machines. If you haven't seen them, and these, instead of reels, spinning reels, they have like well, the projectors project images of the fruit symbols in the little windows. Great things. We've sold a couple over the years. They're pretty rare things. Other than Chris has got a shed full of them, but other than that, they're pretty rare things. But yeah, interesting games. So that'd be another nice collection to see. What else have we got down here? People are wanting. Scroll down there a bit like that. There we go. Peter W says, interesting, very few wants coming through. There's not been so many lately. I don't know why. People have, I suppose maybe a merry bunch of collectors have put all the wants on of the things that they want. And they don't want anything else at the moment, I suppose. I don't know. I'll have to remind people. I'll try and remember the name when I send the next email out for people to stick some wanted on for stuff they're looking for. Paul says he'd love a Tinky. Yep, I think we'd all love a Tinky. A good fun machine. Yeah, two on a match of fruit. Peter Cousin says there's a Keeney's mountain climber on eBay. There seems to be no interest in it. Been on there for ages. I'm sure we sold one of those, haven't we? A mountain climber, Keeney's. Keeney's mountain climber. Yep, I've sold two of them actually. Either that or I sold the same one twice. I think I sold the same one twice. It's exactly the same description. £320 in April 2016 and £300 in May 2016. Oh yeah, I remember now. Yeah, it was the same machine. Sold it and yeah, I remember delivering it to the chap. He had the wiring diagram. That's it. Spare bulbs and keys. Oh, I've got a little video there running. Look, I probably. I never know if I do this, if it screws anything up if I try and play a YouTube video in a YouTube video. But there is a video there if you want to see the little. If I make it full screen, I think it goes a bit funny. There you go. You can kind of see, get the idea if you've never seen one before. The little symbols flash the rear projections. Yeah. Fun thing. How much is one on eBay? Probably £10,000, something stupid now on eBay. I don't look that often. What Keeney ones have we had? Oh, the Pony Derby, yeah. That's Chris has got that one. The only one we know of. Anyone seems to be the only one anyone's ever seen. Well, certainly in this country. Yeah. But it's now Chris was showing me done a new glass for this. Looks perfect because this one had there's a little bit of flaking on the bottom of the glass. You can probably see on the you can see on there, but anyway, around the kind of the start across the bottom of the glass, the sort of sandy colour of the track was coming off, and also on the walled car there, yeah, copper star. It scratched the payouts up for some reason. You see they'd messed around with the payouts a little bit. They sorted all that out and redone the glass properly, so it looks fantastic now. Yeah, interesting machine. It says, I think it's dropped it to 295 on the mountain climber. Been in storage for a long time, but appears quite tidy. Seems a reasonable price then, really. Especially for eBay. Perhaps somebody ought to buy it. Two-way super. I think Chris bought this one as well. And I'll have to get a better picture of that of it now. That's all fully restored. Looks fantastic. That kind of 40s, early 40s stuff has a definite look to it, which is quite nice. It's sort of yeah, kind of trying to break away from the Art Deco thing and desperately look modern, but not quite there yet. And of course the war got in the way. But, interesting machines. There we go. Yeah, so it's all good really. I'd say it's interesting again, the just the level of interest there is in this later, or I call later stuff. That sort of 60s, 50s, 60s into 70s electromechanical stuff, which I know now is yeah, 70, 60, 50-year old. Makes me feel old because I still think it was relatively new stuff. But compared to the stuff I collect, which tends to be 1920s into 30s, which is now, yeah, 100 years old pretty much. It's relatively new. Just seems to be hard stuff to find. Unfortunately. But hey ho. Always do a poll. If you can't find it, make it. So there we are. Any questions of anybody? Anybody need to know anything? Questions, comments, ideas, whatever? Let me know. So otherwise, next video will be Friday. In the meantime, I'll get the little clip I did of Paul's on Sunday up online sometime the next day or so. And so I've got another training thing with Easy Live tomorrow afternoon. And then so hopefully Thursday I can actually start putting the auction together on the website. Then another training thing Friday, and then hopefully one day at the weekend I'll get to Leamington. So I need to pick some stuff up there, some stuff to go in the auction, in this bygone auction to clear out. And I'm trying to think if there's any machines here to be collected. I think there's one still needs collecting from somebody. I can't remember whose it is. But, let me know. Greg says, anyone got a close-up photo of a Tinky? I'll keep my eyes peeled. No, it doesn't seem to be. No, there's that one sort of illustration we've got. Branco, Tinky. And I've seen a photo, very, very low quality. I think it might, is it a still from a video clip or something? But it's a sort of an arcade with one in or two in. But it's sort of even less detail really than there is on this illustration out of the World's Fair or whatever it was from. So in short, at the moment, no. We'd love a better photograph of one. If anyone can find one, or any of this Branco stuff. Photos of some of it, and some of it was we've got just sort of advert illustrations out of. A couple of things haven't got any at all. The vendors are interesting. The ring vendors, which we've got one for sale at the moment, and we've sold several. Although actually it turned out the one I've got at the moment I've sold 4 times, I think. So I haven't sold as many as I thought I had. But there was also a keyring vendor and a brooch vendor. I've never seen either of those. So we can do pictures of those. Penny Popper, Reno, 2 we haven't got any pictures of at all. And then we've got, yeah, Copper Mine, an 8-player Copper Mine. That was quite good. Mystery Hour, that looks interesting. the mystery arrow, rather than the wheel type ones, went swung backwards and forwards. So that's a bit different from left to right, rather than spinning all the way around. Unlike the rotor spin, that used to be mine, that rotor spin, we had that up at Botany Bay. Yeah. Greg, yeah, that's Greg. Yeah, Pete, the 60s, 70s machines are very hard to find, but still affordable compared to the 20s, 30s machines. I suppose, yeah, especially the arcade-sized machines. Still looking for a Tinky and a Tip the Skittles. I mean, yeah, this sort of arcade-sized machines, when they do turn up, are several hundreds. You know, perhaps heading towards 1,000, whereas you think the 20s, 30s big arcade pieces, Aaron's machines, whatever, are several thousands, heading towards 10,000. So, yeah, comparatively are cheap, aren't they? They're sort of 10% of the price of something comparable, in a way. Oops. Paul says he had a ring vendor, changed it into a pound mixed bag change machine. There you go. It's a really good, simple mechanism. It's almost just can't fail, can't go wrong. They're quite a good thing. We operated one in, I don't think it was Botany, it might have been Bygone Times, I think, because that was on Modern Money in Bygone Times. I think it was probably there. Can't remember, was it at the pier? I don't know, somewhere I operated one anyway. It did really well. Got a load of rings from China on eBay or Alibaba or something. AliExpress, whatever they call it these days. Which are about 4p, I think they're from memory, something like that. And yeah, 50p a go. Did great, took loads of money. So if you're an operator, I could recommend a ring vendor. But yeah, the key ring and the brooch ones I've never seen. Can't find any illustrations of them either, but they apparently made them. Penny popper, I don't know what penny popper was. Similar to a triple tap. Okay, there we go. We do a triple tap. Yeah. So any of these, like with anything else really, if you've got any pictures, any illustrations at all, be great to get them shields we were talking about on Sunday. Well, we haven't got much down for shields. They've made some other stuff, so try and fill that page up a bit. And what else is up? Brilliant. Jameson's went up that way as well. We've got quite a lot of their machines listed. A few gaps with photographs again. Tip the Skittle, that's what Peter said he wanted, wasn't it? If anyone's got a Tip the Skittle. Could have one over for £20, 2015 we sold one for. A sort of wall mounted one. From John Morley's, wasn't it, these? Yeah. 160 that one made, the big one, floor standing one. Paul says you remember a ring and a brooch vendor in the Cherry Hinton auction. Oh, right, when I get round to sorting out those older auction catalogues, then we might come across that then. whether I'll have any photographs. I didn't have so many photographs in those days because obviously it was pre-internet, pre-digital cameras, and often, you know, they might have 100 machines in an auction. We'd have photographs of 20 of them maybe. But yeah, it's one of the things I've been doing today is adding a back-end feature to the website to eventually add in all the old auctions. Well, add in the auctions, then I've got to add in all the auction lots, and then all the prices, and then the photographs, if I can find them. Or hopefully people might start to remember. If they remember they bought a certain machine at an auction at Cherry Hinton or Stoke-on-Quye down the road here or whatever, once I get those catalogues back up online, if anybody remembers, they might, you know, oh yeah, I bought that machine there, then hopefully we can get a picture of it and to send a snap in. Should be good. Yeah. What was I looking at? Sales page, that was it. Bits at end this weekend. Yeah. So there we are, we'll keep plodding along. Don't forget this Sunday there's these 5 machines finish and the 7 heads. So this will be the last lot of stuff to be sold on the sealed bids way of buying things, whatever you want to call it. Obviously the buy it now sales will continue and there'll be more of them. And then the machines and other stuff like that will go to auction. I'm just trying to think what other stuff I know is coming for the auction. There's a few people who've got stuff that is coming. I know there's a Laughing Sailor coming. There's a Parker's Carousel here that came the other day. What else have we got coming? I'm trying to think what people have told me. I can't remember now. Somebody else at the weekend said they was bringing something for the auction. I can't remember what it was. Some nice fragrant art stuff here. Few signs, I think. It's going to be, yeah, a good mix, hopefully. The first amusement sale as well will get plugged by Easy Live to all their people, whatever they call them, customers, clients. So it'd potentially be a good one to sell stuff in because it will hopefully reach quite a wide audience and some fresh people. So yeah, if you're thinking of selling something, it could be a good one to put it in. Paul, homemade mini cascade pusher. Is that what you were going to bring in to sell? Excellent. I remember now. There was something else as well, somebody else. Can't think of who it was. Anyway, it'll come, no doubt. Yeah, so just bear that in mind. So as soon as this, I've got the May the 1st auction out of the way, so I've physically got a bit more space again, then we'll be, I'll, you know, take stuff in then. Greg says, how are you planning to advertise 4 slots for the forthcoming auction, or will it be word of mouth? Yeah, basically word of mouth, obviously the mailing list, all the people. There are people who've been saving stuff up because they just either didn't like or didn't get or didn't understand or couldn't figure out the Colcon system and have been waiting for an auction again. So hopefully it will be a reasonable amount of stuff. And of course, once it goes on the Easy Live thing and reaches out a whole new world of people interested in such stuff, hopefully that again will you know, find people who've got the odd machine or two who we can tempt to get them in and get them sold. Yeah, something else. Another big thing. Oh, a crane of some sort. Not sure which crane, but okay, a 30s crane. Merchandiser. That's the other big thing, wasn't it? Waltonian. Mr. Tree Frog, have we worked out percentage and costs yet for auctions and the site? Yes, basically. So the base rate for non-Colcom members will be 12% to sell, 20% buyer's premium. But for Colcom members, you'll get a 25% discount off of that. So you'll be paying 9% to sellers and 15% buyers. So sellers actually, we used to charge 10%, 5 machines, usually 10 for everything else. So by pitching us at 9%, that's kind of in between the two. It's pretty much what it was before. And buyers, we used to charge 10%, so that's now 15. So it's not a great deal different from where we were before, really. So I'll try it at that. Hopefully the non-Colcom members paying that bit extra will help keep it low for the Colcom members, if that makes sense. I assume Easy Live costs on top of that. You do, depending how you do it. Yeah, if you do it per auction, it's £3 per auction for as much as you buy. Or so there's nothing I can do about that. That is Easy Live's charges, or 3%, isn't it? I think it's £3 per auction or 3%. So most people, including me, just pay the £3. You pay that up front whether you buy anything or not, but if you really can't stomach losing £3, well, maybe you didn't ought to be contemplating buying hundreds of pounds worth of slot machines anyway. And then for the meantime, we'll keep the website the same, a £10 a month. All the buy it now things will be unlimited, just the same as they are now. Buy and sell as much as you like, and that will give you your 25% discount on the auctions. I've got to work out exactly how that's going to work. I think what I'm going to do is something like, as long as you've had within a rolling 12 months, 6 months worth of membership, either in the past or up front. Because what I don't want to do is a random customer coming from wherever just to buy one thing off the auction, paying their £10 to save £100, say, on an expensive item, because that then is taking advantage of the system and cuts down the income, which means then the discount may not be available long term for the members who have supported us over the past couple of years through all these turbulent times. And that's the idea of it, is to give that bit back to everybody else. So I've got to find a way of not letting people abuse that. So that's what I'm working on that one. Mr. Chief, I never paid £3, as said as many times, bought nothing, it all adds up. Yeah, well, yeah, you pay your money, you take your choice, doesn't you? I always do, and just, if I lost £3, I lost £3. But yeah, if you were doing lots of auctions a week and not buying anything, then yes, it does start to add up, doesn't it? But at least they do have the choice. That's a good thing about it, unlike the Sauron, which is just 6%, take it or leave it. You pay 6% or you don't bid. So that choice is yours, as they say. But yes, that's where we're at with those. Videos charged for those, haven't decided yet. I can't. Oh, what's this? Hang on, I've got an error just come up on my screen here. Error: YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Oh dear. Open widget. Hang on a minute. There's a video coming through still. Have I gone blank that end? Give us a thumb up or type something if you're getting video. It might be going funny. Maybe my connection's getting dodgy. Don't know. Strange. Oh, there we are, gone off in. Mr. Bellamat have paid £3 several times and saved a considerable amount on the items purchased. Yeah, I did the same. I'd say it's down to personal choice, isn't it? I tend to think if you're, if you buy something for £100, then you would have spent. Thanks everybody for saying it's all okay, and that's good. It's just an error message popped up my end. Yeah, if you're buying anything for £100 or more, or in fact in total on an auction at £100 or more, you're better off paying your £3 rather than the 3%, obviously. So it doesn't, on the kind of stuff we're talking about usually, i.e. machines, fairground art, enamel signs and so on, which are almost always more than £100 per lot, never mind several lots in an auction, you're going to be better off with your £3. But as Tom says, there is that risk you might not get the lot and you're £3 out of pocket. And if you do that in lots of auctions, you're going to be lots of pounds out of pocket. But hey ho. No one thing suits everyone. That's the thing, isn't it? But we'll try it and see how we get on. Give it a few auctions. I say this first one on the 1st of May will hopefully, bear in mind the time's ticking by and I still don't have all my training yet. I've had to run it, but anyway, that'll all be relatively cheap stuff, a few pounds a lot, so you might be better paying your 3% on that if you want to buy any of it. There's some quite nice stuff really, but it's all got to go, and it's a bit of a trial for me to make sure it all works, and equally you can all tune in and see how it works. So yeah, any more questions, observations or whatever, let me know. Otherwise we'll wind things up because it's just about 9 o'clock. It's about we usually do about an hour. I say next one will be Friday night. In the meantime, I will get that little clip of Paul's on Sunday uploaded. Always around the arcade, the people playing the machines. And Wednesday, so Thursday, hopefully something might appear with regard to the first auction if they've taught me enough things on Wednesday. I'm here Wednesday, Thursday, Friday if you want to come for anything, collect, deliver, whatever. And then either Saturday or Sunday, hopefully I'll be Leamington, calling it Leamington one of those days. If you want to meet there, let me know. Send us a message, whatever. And we'll go from there. If you're coming anyway, then yep, you're more than welcome to bring stuff for the penciled in 29th of May auction. Slots, signs, fairground art, usual sort of thing. And otherwise we'll catch up on Friday. So there we are. I think that's it. David says bye for now. Nighty night. Catch you Friday hopefully. I'll just stick a note in here. Next stream. Right, oops. Right, night 8.05. 5 as usual. Shove it in there like that. Those who tune in later on. So that's it. Thank you all. Thanks again to Paul for having us at Sunday. Yeah, what a great day. Yeah, I'm sure we're all looking forward to the next one. And yeah, it's just nice to catch up with people. A couple of people I hadn't seen for a good while, and some other people, some regulars on here who'd never sort of met each other, so that was quite nice as well. Put faces to names. And hopefully the next one will be up at Roberts in July, I think, and then Dingle's down in October, November sometime, and whatever else we can organise in the meantime. Possibly another Northampton if people want it. We'll see how we go. Right, that's it. Night from me. Catch you on Friday. Toodaloo.